Oh no, poor baby.
Oh,
All his magic cards.
Aw.
Oh no.
Oh no.
that's terrible.
That's terrible. Because it's cards.
And they're magic.
Yeah. You know
Yep,
me.
That's what that is.
How was everybody's week? How was the last 7 days of your life?
I know this is our first time recording in a hot sec. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was sick. I had COVID.
A hot sick.
Oh.
Ew. Actually,
I
I take that back. The phrase "hot sick" is disgusting.
No, I did not have any hot sick.
That's good.
That's the
I did not throw up.
That's the excess after you use a neti pot.
Oh, ew. Okay,
No,
now that
I
nobody's
gotta-
listening.
I gotta say that it was it sucks. The first night was definitely the worst night.
First is the worst, as they say.
My my fever kept going up and down, so I simultaneously was like either, I don't know, like my fever was definitely, or my temperature was like bipolar. I was like you know, like at 100 and I was like at 101, and then I would drop down to like 96.
Damn. Ouch.
And that was like the entire night.
That
and so-
sucks, bud.
Yeah.
All I had, like, the only thing that I could do was like hop into the bathtub and just like sit in a very hot bath until everything kind of equalized.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a nice hot
Finally.
bath, though.
A cozy 103.
Yeah.
Oh, are you kidding me? Ugh, tomorrow I have a friend invited me to a spa.
Oh, yes.
So, and it's
Are
private.
you going to
so-
go give everyone COVID?
Yes.
No, I'm over. I don't have COVID anymore.
How long has it been?
It's been like 10 days.
5 days, as per
It's like,
CDC guidelines.
That's kind of what I was expecting to hear.
It's 5 days
No.
as per CDC guidelines. Now get back in the fucking back of house and fucking serve that fucking Raising Cane's.
No, after 5 days, that would have been last Tuesday. I was fine,
Yeah,
and then after 10 days, I don't have to quarantine.
Tuesday.
Okay, good.
Or
And
Blue Tuesday.
and so actually tomorrow, Monday, will have been 11 days. But I also I'm fine now. I just have like a little bit of a phlegm left over from it not getting out of my nose and into my lungs.
We hate a fucking phlegm, don't we?
Yeah, it's
It's so yummy.
oh.
Well, mine was less bad than last February, at least. Like, did freeze to death.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mostly.
That's true. So you didn't lose too much power or too much heat?
Didn't lose any power, but did not have heat the entire time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I know what life
So you're protected from the wind.
because my landlords are fucking ghouls. But yeah, basically that's it.
Okay.
I mean, it we don't have a heater here. We have a a wall heater, but it's got paint all over it.
What
and
the
I
fuck?
I don't want to use it.
Landlords do just paint over the heater until it's like an inch thicker than it used to be. I don't really know if that affects the use of the heater or not, because like those wall
It's
heaters,
nasty, is what it is.
those floor level wall heaters that are really short. I believe those are designed to like by design they do not catch fire. Like that's one of the reasons that people install those now.
Yeah.
When they're like that like the hot water combination whatevers, and
Then you give them the old landlord special, and they work like a charm, right?
Yeah. I think that landlords have been using this as an excuse to be like, oh, it's impossible for them to catch fire. I'll just spray them down with something that probably contains lead.
Healthy.
Hell, yeah.
This is acrylic paint, I'm sure, but I still don't want to use it because I don't want molten plastic to be vaporized and put into the air.
I mean, that's my favorite flavor of vape. I go to the gas station, say, hey, gas station man, you got some Delta 8 for me? And he's like, oh yeah, this one tastes like you fucking left a Tamagotchi in a hot car. It's great. And I say, sold!
Oh, we just had an earthquake.
Oh, nice. That earthquissy be quaking.
Oh, no.
Oh, it was fairly close to me too.
Oh, you counted it like a thunderstorm?
No, I have a earthquake.
Oh, app.
Yeah, I have an earthquake app. I feel like a lot of Californians do. This is about 15 miles away from me.
Can you count earthquakes like thunderstorms, or did I just make that up?
You completely made that up.
Okay, that's like
I
whole
mean,
cloth of fabrication.
Although if-
That's how the machines work. As far as
Okay, cool.
like they count bouncing shit bouncing off shit. I
Right.
think.
Yeah, that's more or less how the seismographs work. But it's only a 3.3. I'm not gonna feel that.
Just a big old diagram of titties. I'm so sorry. That's rotted.
No, it's great. Getting my boobs big enough that I can become my own seismograph.
Bimbo seismologist. Bimbo seismologist is a great Twitter handle, by the way.
Oh yeah, that is good.
You just have to lay perfectly still and hold your breath.
You lay perfectly still. Am I right?
That's right.
I don't know.
You heard it, ladies.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's sad.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a bummer. She should be more participative. This sucks. What is this bit?
I don't know. You're really stoned.
Just riffing on Bimbo seismologist, as you do sometimes, you know.
Yeah, you're just inventing people who are bad at sex.
Inventing a kind of gal.
to get angry at.
I love inventing a kind of gal to get angry at.
What if it was like a pillow princess, but also she had all of the brainworms of actually being royalty?
Oh, no.
No, I still like the idea of her just being a smart kind of gal. Like, she's got a PhD in plate tectonics.
You can be a Stembo. Like, Stembo is a thing.
Mm-hmm. I guess so.
What's the guy version of Pillow Princess?
Pillow Prince?
Pillow
no,
Prince?
that's boring.
Pillow Pete.
Isn't it just like being a straight guy?
Oh! Got their asses.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Duvet Duke.
Duvet Duke. Wow,
Oh.
that's so gay. I love
Duvet
that.
Duke. Yeah, but see, that's why it won't work, is because a straight guy doesn't know what a duvet is.
Or a duke, for that matter. Oh, I know what a duke is. Hey! You know, that's the answer you get.
This is why it's a special word, so that straight guys can't have it, because they don't know what it is. They hear it, and those words just go right over their head.
Guess so.
Like most... I can't get a joke in there. There's nothing in there.
Like all that pussy they're getting, yeah. I'm just gonna do my the rest of the episode in whatever this straight guy character is.
You're just doing Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger.
Yeah, this is just Carl. Yeah,
you just need to Carl.
But it's a damn good Carl.
Yeah. No, you're getting it. Like it only took me like 5 seconds to picture who
I'm getting it on till the break of dawn. Fry man, fucking all right. I'll stop.
So what do we got for the Patreon? You're going to have to cut out a lot of silence on this one. We're really letting the people know that this is our warm-up. Instead of most other podcasts, which I think do this after, so that they get the good bits, and we're like, oh, no.
No, so they're burnt out and tired.
I do get burnt out and tired. We're fucking
at the top of our game right now. Yeah, at the end of a podcast, either like I'm hungry or I'm a little sleepy.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just because I'm a big fucking baby, but I don't know. That
has everything to do with you being stoned too.
Yeah, that just sounds like you being stoned.
What of it, cool guy?
I'm getting a little bit stoned currently because my goal at the end of podcast is to be, I don't know,
a little bit stoned.
A little bit stoned, kind of horny. That's my goal.
Nice. That's when we record Psychic Dolphins After Dark. God, that'd be such a lame fucking title.
That'd be great. It's just me not remembering to turn the mic off. Mostly snoring.
What I'm doing currently is cringing at Jackson Hinkle, who, speaking of,
we're gonna do Twitter drama.
A kind of kind of guy.
Speaking of a kind of guy.
That guy is a kind of guy.
The American proletariat patriot.
Oh, bullshit. These people again. I swear to God, we're going to lose the entire listener base of the podcast, not because they don't agree with us, but because they're like, you don't have to go over this again.
No, but like, okay,
we have an arch villain.
No, because we were talking about this before we started recording slightly. This is what he tweeted. Joe Rogan is the closest we have to someone who speaks to the common man in mainstream circles. That's why they want to take him off the air.
Totally, man.
That's why he's constantly being given large amounts of money by very rich people who are frequently
not mainstream at all.
Not mainstream. Well, I mean, he is a common man in the mainstream. You know, he's been like, you know, an actor and comedian and like pumped full of very expensive chemicals for about 30 years now.
Yeah, nothing says common man to me like a dude who like cut his teeth as a game show host. You know? Like, you always hear about game show hosts, like, you know, there's all those old country songs and like, you know, early industrial revolution songs about country fucking game show hosts like hanging themselves and like having to like break their back working,
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I think the biggest red flag for like because like Jackson Hinkle posts a lot of like pictures of him shirtless and flexing.
Oh wow.
Which
what a guy.
That is a Joe Rogan energy.
But like when I don't get it when straight guys do that, other than to be like, look at how masculine I am. I mean, gay guys do that for that same reason, but it's because they want to fuck.
Yeah. Like, look at how masculine, parentheses, fuckable I am. Yeah.
Yeah. It shows a lot of insecurity when a straight guy does it. Like an incredible amount of insecurity.
It's interesting. Yeah. I don't disagree with you, so don't take this that way. But you are fundamentally saying straight people don't fuck.
Yes.
I do agree with that.
I mean,
just to be clear.
Straight people do be fucking,
okay.
But like it's
clumsy and embarrassing.
Like, it seems hard.
But no one's fucking Jackson Hinkle.
Well,
like no one's
yeah.
And if they are, they're not having
If they
fun.
are, we're sorry.
We're sorry.
So you're describing like that perfect liminal in between a volcel and an incel, where it's because of them, but they don't know it.
Well, yeah.
I guess that's just an incel, but still.
Yeah. Incels, like, Jackson Hinkle fully is an incel.
Yeah?
Because all incels just need to realize that, no, it is you. It is you.
Yeah.
You're wrong. You're wrong and bad.
Look, there's only so many shirtless pictures you can post of yourself that will negate you saying something like
the N-word 70 times on an episode.
Yeah, or there you go.
70 times across episodes or on an episode.
I mean,
also,
I guess
that's not good.
I guess that is a quite mainstream like the amount of racism that Joe Rogan spouts is quite mainstream, so maybe Jackson Hinkle's onto something.
Yeah, I don't know what fucking people or what country these people think we fucking live in, but like dumb guys with bad opinions, like that is the prevailing ideology.
But they can't like differentiate between like speaks to the common person. Like they're clearly thinking like, oh, what speaks to people I consider to be lower class and with terrible brains and no critical thinking skills.
Yeah, the only thing that speaks to the common man in their
what that is.
No, the only time they speak to the common man is doing their fucking fast food order.
Right. And then of course we're like, in their mind, the common man is synonymous with a white cis guy.
That's the most common kind of man.
They're like brainless lower class people who don't have good education like me, a person who, I don't know, just based on the name you said and the vibe I'm getting is just like, I don't know, some Brooklynite shithead.
No, I don't know what his academic credos are.
It seems like someone who has a bunch of them and is just not saying it in order to feel more like they can speak to the common man, despite the fact that their education has given them a complete inability to understand what's going on with anyone anymore.
I can see it.
So, like, I don't know. He's also going on about how he, like, destroyed Sam Cedar in a debate, which he didn't.
Oh, wow.
They both kind of like showed their own asses in that debate. Like I'm a fan of Sam's show, but I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of him as far as his politics are concerned.
I don't know shit about this
but that's
guy.
about it.
Yeah, me either.
Sam Cedar, he's a comedian.
I'm looking him up. You're gonna have to edit some typing out.
Some clicky clackies.
Yeah, I will not get a normal keyboard like a normal person.
She's doing her clicky clackies.
What I like most about his show is that his guests and his producers are oftentimes quite farther left than him, which is great. It's a fairly mainstream show.
Yeah,
it allows for farther left
voices to be heard. Yeah,
it's good in that way. But he critiques capital and the left and the right, or I should say the mainstream left and right. He's a perfectly
cromulent
making fun of Jimmy Dore on the timeline. That's a good way to go.
Yes, no, that's a very good way to go.
I mean,
it's not as good as not knowing who Jimmy Dore is, but
yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, the thing is, they know each other back from doing comedy. That's just it.
It all comes back to comedians.
Yeah,
a degenerate race that should not be permitted to continue to exist.
I resent that.
And often, like, people describe me as a comedian, this is 100% like just projecting. Like, oh, dude, you should do comedy. It's like, you slap me in the face with this? You come into my house and insult me?
He also makes fun of Glenn Greenwald and his just very bizarre like right turn.
Oh yeah.
Also, I had found out
my favorite problematic age gap.
Glenn Greenwald's like husband left the Socialist Party that he was in and like joined like a far right one.
Oh no, honey.
What?
That's not gonna work out for you long term there, bud.
Yeah.
That's great.
That kind of explains the weird about face
with
his politics.
Bummer.
Because now he's like being critical of Lula, which like of course be critical, but like not in a good way.
Yeah.
Like he's being like, oh, he's too socialist.
Oh man.
That's not being critical. That's literally just opposing.
Yeah.
I would love it if like, you know what? He is being too socialist. I really wish Lula would just embrace like Marxism fully. You're right.
Yeah.
I do wish that he was a communist
and that's worthwhile,
and not just a democratic socialist. But you know, I'll take what I can get.
I don't know how I feel about Glenn Greenwald and all these things, because I mean he's just one of the biggest brains on the internet. Clearly,
yeah, he's like communism kills level,
just heaving brains. Yeah. But every single time I make fun of him, I get someone in my comments saying, "You lefties should be nicer. He stands good people around the globe." And I'm like, I'm not sure that's true. But even if it was,
who gives a shit?
Who cares? He makes horrible decisions here at home by being like, you know, big heaving. I'm sitting in a chair made of my own brain meme. Like I hate.
Also, his posts suck.
Yeah, his posts are
which
bad.
is the greatest offense of anything. Right?
Yeah.
Like
the biggest offense.
Like circling back to the dumb fucking Joe and Rogan thing, like people are like, oh, like, you know, he platforms the far right, like he, you know, fucking
yes, he does.
Like spreads misinformation. He does both those things. But above all that, his posts suck. His posts being his podcast.
I think what you've noticed here is that being a bad poster is pretty well synonymous with having bad politics. Like if you have good politics, you can post good.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now they might be niche posts. They might be posts that aren't for you, but you can clearly see the craft and you move on because you're like, that's not for me.
You know what? I was gonna say, I'm embarrassed. But then I looked at my Twitter account and I saw that one of my latest tweets was a picture of Tingle, and I said Tingle's just a silly little guy. I was like, that's a pretty good post.
That is a pretty good post. I don't know if that's a good post. I don't care. I liked it. I'm gonna go like.
No, see, you were saying that's a niche thing.
It is a niche post. That's like, I don't even know who that's for. I feel that's for like lapsed furries or something.
Yeah, Tingle's just a silly little guy.
Majora's Mask speedrunners.
Ben dies again, or whatever.
Ben dies twice.
You're gonna hate me for this, but I haven't really played Majora's Mask. Isn't that game just a speedrun? Like, isn't that the point of the game?
Yeah, no, it basically is.
You're right.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy.
I have not played it. I did not enjoy the 3D ones when I was a kid. I liked the top-down ones. Those were like on the Game Boy and shit. Like
those are fun
those
too.
Are great.
I just really like Zelda in general. I kind of think of them as two different games, really, like the 2D versus 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they are, and I like the 2D ones. They're always better.
Oh, see, I enjoy them both.
They have good structure, and they don't fall into the trap. Except for Wind Waker. Wind Waker is objectively the best one ever made. There's no doubt about that.
Well, objectivity is subjective.
Objectivity is subjective.
Fucking Joe Rogan up in here.
Yeah.
Jesus. No, okay. I will grant you that Wind Waker is one of the best, as long as it's the Wii U HD remake, because that fixed a lot of
that's absolutely fair.
The pacing issues.
I've got it on GameCube. That's all I know. It's just good there.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, the Wind Waker HD fixed a lot of the pacing issues, like
sailing.
Like yeah, like there's a faster sail. The fetch quests have been shortened.
Okay. I see. As a kid, I truly didn't mind that. I loved the sailing theme. I liked the sailing. It was the first time I'd ever experienced a mechanic like that. I was so into it.
You sail so long.
I know, and it was fine.
If you want to try it again, I'll let you borrow my Wii U, and you could borrow Wind Waker HD.
Okay.
And all my other Wii U games, because I got a lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
At some point, like GameStop was just like clearancing every Wii U game.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right.
That's kind of cool, honestly. I don't know anyone who has a Wii U. Like I remember people getting it and trying to be like, we're gonna play Smash Brothers on it, but like we'd all been raised on Melee, and that was just kind of the end of it. Like we kept playing it, but it was just kind of a clusterfuck.
Melee is a game for people who stink, people who smell.
Well, yeah,
like
rumors, but not in the sense you're thinking.
Yeah, no, if you still play Melee, you need to go buy soap.
Okay, well, I don't still play Melee, but I do have it on my shelf with my GameCube.
That is very different.
I would play it if someone wanted to.
No, but people who competitively play Melee, they smell, they're stinky, and they need to go buy some soap.
Yeah, meanwhile, Luigi's Mansion speedrunners smell like a sweet spring breeze.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
I was playing Minecraft Dungeons all day today. What does that make
that Diablo clone?
Yeah.
Oh,
that makes you 7 years old.
Okay, cool. That's fine. I am happy to be baby right now.
It's actually really fun. I enjoy it. I'm enjoying Dungeons. It's very cute.
I spent like the beginning of last year, I started playing Diablo 3, and I blazed through that entire thing and did all the things, and I'm almost done. And I'm like, wow. And so now I have 2 Diablo clones in line. Well, I have Diablo 2, which is like, fun, but also I didn't play it a ton.
Which is a Diablo 3 clone.
Basically, yeah. I wish they had cloned a few things from Diablo 3 back into it when they remade it. That would have been fucking nice. Second, I have Minecraft Dungeons, which is it's just a simple Diablo clone that I'm like, okay, this is fun. This is good for me being tired day. And I have Darksiders Genesis, which looks to be the same thing. Also, because it's literally about the same like biblical character, so I'm like, oh, it's just still about the Nephilim. Okay, this is exactly a Diablo clone then.
Oh, damn.
I got Minecraft Dungeons a couple years back because my nephew got it, and it's a multiplayer game.
Right.
He got it on his Switch, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll get this. And then literally the next day when I was like, oh, I got it, I texted his mom. I was like, oh, I got it. Like, if he wants to play, we can. She's like, he broke his arm. I was like, God damn it.
Oh, no.
Like, he couldn't use his, he broke his wrist, so he couldn't use his thumb.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I was like, goddamn kid.
Fucking kids.
I love that child.
Fucking shithead piece of shit kid.
You call me 7.
We immediately start bad-mouthing your nephew the rest of the episode.
I mean, he is a little brat.
You call me 7 for playing this game, but I still have all of my thumbs intact.
All right.
He is a little brat, but I do love him. It's the closest thing I'm going to have to a child, so.
That's adorable. I have no right to fucking talk about anybody's preference in games, because this entire time I get a nice 4-day weekend out of nowhere. Now, granted, it's because I'm snowed in, which sucks ass, and Texas is terrible, but I get a nice 4-day weekend, and the game I'm playing all fucking weekend is Hard Space Shipbreaker.
Hell yeah, I love
which is basically just work. It's basically just work.
Are you just like mining ship debris?
Yeah, you're a guy in the year 2330 something who you go into like millions of dollars of debt to become a shipbreaker, where you are then an indentured servant, because it's a better job than anything on Earth. So it sucks.
That sounds kind of fun, sort of.
The disassembling spaceships thing is very fun, but like it's framed very much as work, and also like Jesus, the setting is bleak.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with a bleak setting here and there, but God, sometimes I just want to, like, I don't know, actually be given a spaceship on behalf of a united world government that is like, we give people things to help out people on Earth, because that is what we do. Yeah. Just do that for me once in a while.
Oh yeah, a little fucking Yuri Gagarin kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be a cosmonaut. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm
Absolutely.
7.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be an astronaut.
What's your favorite dinosaur, Charlie? Which fucking Barbie playset's your favorite?
No, the dinosaur. It's that big swimming one with the giant jaws.
The Bigosaurus.
The what?
Plesiosaur?
I don't
said
know.
The Bigosaurus.
Bigosaurus. God.
I don't know. I like that dinosaur. It's a good one. It's probably.
What do you call a dinosaur that doesn't use enough lube?
Mm-hmm.
The Megasaur ass.
Oh my god.
I have not heard that
Oh
one.
my
in some
God.
time.
Yeah, thanks. See, comedians are supposed to be speaking truth to power and challenging norms and making people think, you know? And with that question,
Yeah.
I have.
You're darn right.
The only comedians who say that are the comedians who have incredibly bad politics.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Full on. Like, that's like Ricky Gervais shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason that Ricky Gervais, like, kind of fell off. I mean, like, in addition to sucking. But, like, everybody else started sucking in the same way, and now he doesn't even have a gimmick.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like, oh, I need to be speaking truth to power. You mean, like, making fun of trans people?
Yeah.
That
you know,
doesn't-
that, like, overlord group of you know, people who are secretly running the world government. The transes.
Yeah. I just want y'all to know.
Which, congratulations, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of Mosasaurus. Is the one I was thinking of? That's a good dinosaur.
Mosasaurus.
That was my favorite dinosaur.
I like Pachycephalosaurus.
Yeah.
He's got a big old shell on his head. Anyway.
You all know that I tweeted that from I tweeted the comedians things from the show account before we started, right?
Yes, I
yes.
saw that.
Okay, good. I was just making sure. I'm like, oh no.
That we didn't just, like, hive mind it? Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah, no.
I want that was tweeted 100% in earnest. I believe 100% that it is our job to speak truth to power, such as Joe Rogan.
Oh, yeah,
and
but to,
people
like,
different from
actually
me.
do it. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, exactly.
Anyone who's different
Yeah.
from me, that's who's powerful because I feel weird a lot.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's the thing. All these fucking people, like, saw George Carlin, like, as he was, like, really, like, hitting his fucking golden years, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're like, oh, yeah, this dude's totally making sense. But instead of, like, again, as Dennis pointed out, like, actually speaking any sort of, like, you know, insight or truth to power or whatever the fuck you want to call it, instead they're like, oh, yeah, you know who has it too good? Black people, you know?
Uh-huh. Well, that reminds me too, is like George Carlin, I think it was like 90 or like 89. He was on Larry King, and he and Larry King were discussing Andrew Dice Clay, who was like in a bit of hot water for like making gay jokes in the you know, in the height of the AIDS epidemic. And George Carlin, you know, famously like very vulgar, is like, no, it's not a good thing to make fun of, like, to make fun of gay people. Like,
especially gay people dying of AIDS.
Right.
Like, that's pretty fucking, you know, again, the most powerful in our society.
Mm-hmm. Like, he's like that. Like, you're supposed to be punching up, and that's punching down completely.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a pretty insightful thing to hear from this. Like, I think he was at least like 50 at that point. He was kind of old.
No, he was definitely old. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was like, okay,
is he dead?
Like, yeah, he's very dead.
He died in like 2008.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
He's super dead.
Even more dead than regular people.
The most obnoxious sentence I say often enough is, "I have a meme for this," and that meme is the hand holding down the crowd, and it's the Voltaire quote. You know, fucking.
Why do your memes have Voltaire?
It's not actually a Voltaire quote. It's actually a quote from a white nationalist. Which is a terrible thing to say. But
yeah, it's okay now.
Yeah, it'll all make sense in context, please. I beg you.
I don't know.
Basically,
my finger is wavering toward the cancel button as we speak.
The big red button labeled cancel. Y'all both have to, like, turn keys on.
Yeah, me wiping my brow. One button, canceled. Other button, listen to what Bo says.
To learn who rules over you, just think about who you're not allowed to criticize. It's basically the quote, which is falsely attributed to Voltaire, actually attributed to white nationalist Kevin Alfred Strom.
Strom is a real white nationalist name.
I mean, literally, yeah. It's like a cartoon Nazi.
Yeah,
it's like an Indiana Jones bad guy name.
I was gonna say
Anyway.
he definitely made up that name, like, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hello, I am Helmut Kill.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's that exact meme, but the hand is labeled "Children with Leukemia." You can't even talk about these kids these days. Who knows what they're getting away with?
Kids these days are so fragile, catching diseases that make them medically fragile. Technically.
Oh, no. Like, literally by definition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. Ouch.
When I was a kid, I was sent to war to get poisoned with Agent Orange. My children these days, though, are fucking snowflakes, weak. Doesn't have several arms.
I drank leaded gasoline straight from the hose.
Yeah. I poisoned myself, and now my child is broken.
Damn. When you say it real abstract like that.
I'm not.
God
I don't think it's funny. I don't. Maybe it was never funny.
Yeah.
Maybe this
It's not.
isn't good.
No.
Now it sounds like the fucking like midpoint of a Jacob Geller video essay.
I don't get that.
I'll send you some links.
Oh God, I have to watch essays.
Hey, at least it's not Brian Swords of York.
I don't know what that means either. And now I'm afraid.
I'll send you some links, Charlie. I'll send you some links.
You gotta know Brian Swords of York.
We gotta watch Brian Swords of York.
I like it when it's just Bo and I, or like that time where it was Bo, Zach, and I. We started just talking about YouTube videos, and it was Brian Swords of York, and the other time was fucking Newgrounds rips on YouTube. The meat and potatoes of the internet.
That's pretty good. I don't know why y'all brought on like an autistic trans girl onto the podcast then.
Because you're cool as shit.
No, I mean,
I have an entirely different set of cultural understandings that have nothing to do with any of this.
I mean, it's the same reason why I'm the one non-white. It's because
tokenization.
You all, yeah, but
for all of us,
like, yeah, you all have like, I don't know, like you all just like pour yourselves like glasses of milk and drink that like it's a normal thing, and I don't get it.
Yeah,
like I don't understand that sort of life.
I pour myself a glass of milk and then drink it, but first I add a little pepper on the top of the glass.
God.
Give it a kick.
Ugh.
Are you?
So
I hope you're joking.
The fact you can't tell whether I am or not is an indictment to all of white people everywhere.
I don't know the last time. Like, I don't really drink just like a glass of milk anymore, unless like I'm like really. If I'm really
7.
No, we have established I am, and I would like the milky. Thank you, but
the mommy milky.
That is preferable. Yes.
Straight from a
nice.
booby.
And
gang.
I just don't know. Like, I don't know when the last time I did it is. I'm like, okay, I would do it in like the middle of the night if I'm really depressed or really like my hormones are fucked. Those things will make me just crave a delicious glass of fat. That would be a thing I would do.
Yeah.
I think as a kid, I did that as a normal thing because, one, it's just a thing we had a lot of in the house, and it was a choice between that or water frequently. And also, like, when I was a kid, like, they don't let you eat when you're hungry when you're a kid. You say you're hungry, and they say, shut up, wait an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but...
Damn, that's kind of fucked up in retrospect.
Y'all just couldn't go peel an orange?
Maybe sometimes. Sometimes we eat oranges out.
We always had fruit. I could just eat a banana if I was hungry.
I also could do that, and sometimes I would do that. But sometimes it was just like, well, I want a liquid, and it's going to be milk, because it's not going to be water.
It's gonna be milk. I'm so sorry.
Look, a glass of milk is like 100 or 200 calories or something. I think it's good. Like when you're fucking starving. Like sometimes, like
no.
I just remembered when I would do it in the middle of the night. I do it in the middle of the night if I'm hungry and I can't sleep because I'm so hungry. You just don't glass of milk. I don't go back to sleep.
I don't get that life. Like I drank milk as a child too. Like but with like breakfast.
Yeah,
and that's it.
I have it on cereal mostly if I have it.
Oh yeah, and that's pretty much it. But like even Sam, who is half white, will drink like a glass of soy milk or whatever we have, and I'm like, why? What is
just
that?
Silk, straight silk.
I don't understand.
A silk curtain pouring down your throat.
I don't understand this like Caucasianness.
We're doing our best. Is Sam chiming in?
Yeah. He said, "Don't bring me into this."
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's behind the paywall. People have to pay for like the juicy Sam info.
Yeah, to get to whatever brand of race science we're peddling this week.
Jesus. To be fair, this is Dennis's fault. We had no interest in this race science.
No, I'm actually very interested in it.
Fuck.
Why do white people like just a glass of milk? I don't get it. It's very gross.
We gotta just like put white people in containment till we figure out what's going on.
Like, here's the thing: it's not all white people, but there's a specific white person.
Oh, it's not all white. Hashtag not all white people now, is it?
Not all whites. Yeah,
not all white, because they also have to not be like allergic to milk, which a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Mostly not white people, but a lot of people are.
Wait, fucking yeah! Milk was like a straight up alt-right thing for like a week in 2015.
Yeah, do you remember
I do not
that?
remember this.
I do remember that.
Yeah, no, it was at the like they had it at like with the tiki torches and shit. They were like carrying
at the Unite the Red rally. Yeah,
they were carrying like,
that was
gallons
later
of
then,
milk.
but yeah,
Really? God, I missed that.
Yeah,
that was so gross.
And that wasn't for like they'd read a thing on the internet that said if you get tear gas, put milk in your eyes.
No,
they just
it was
like milk.
it was straight up because like white people. Or not white people, but I shouldn't say just white people. They're Northern Europeans have this like this gene that does not make them like allergic to milk.
Yeah,
It also removes rhythm.
A majority of the world does not have this gene in common with Europeans.
Yes.
Because for during the harsh cold winters, that's all like Cro-Magnon and Neanderthals and early humans in Europe could have.
Right. Well, it's very much Donner Party shit of like, well, we have to eat each other.
Holy
now,
shit! Yeah.
But you're just friends with animals too.
Yeah, maybe the first person to get fucking who invented adult baby breastfeeding is a fucking Neanderthal. We ever think about that?
It could be.
Think about that, scientists.
You drink the milk out of the nearby mommy milkers, and then you go and butcher an animal, and then everyone but you eats that, and then repeat tomorrow.
You steal it from a child, from a child's meal, like you're a fucking Activision Blizzard employee.
This makes the end of Grapes of Wrath so much different.
I don't know what happens in that.
The oh my god!
I don't know.
Grapes, Charlie. Let me tell you.
I don't know what '90s shit this is, but I've never heard
what
of it.
'90s
Grapes of Wrath? Oh, '90s Steinbeck?
You know I'm joking, right?
Ninebeck, more like.
No, just Beck.
Beck.
Soy and
Beck.
pepper.
Oh, that's very good. That's funny.
I'm a loser, baby.
That came on the radio today.
Wow, I actually don't.
know.
I don't dislike Beck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beck's okay.
There's some okay songs.
Wait, was that bait?
No, I'm serious.
Was that white people bait?
No, I'm serious. I don't dislike Beck.
You're gonna have us talk about Radiohead next?
I will often say to my friend Casey que onda güero, and follow up with Adonde Vayas, because like I do want to know where we're going.
And so the problem I'm having with Beck is every time I think about like, oh, I like that Beck, I'm thinking of Cake. They're very similar in my mind.
Understandable mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Cake said something really like stupid recently. I think it did have to do with being on Spotify and Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
I think so.
Did y'all see Skrillex hanging out with Jordan Peterson?
I did, and I added Distort.
That fucked me up.
I added Distort Bot, so everyone knows now.
Boy. Nice.
I
gotta go look that up.
That is my favorite thing to do. Is just when someone does some like posts a picture of themselves, I just at Distort Bot.
At Distort Bot, fuck you. Now you look funny.
It's very good and very fun to do.
And 100% legal.
Yeah, it's 100% legal.
It's a safe and legal thrill.
Like, what is this like pathway that they're standing in?
Yeah, it looks like
send
the
picture.
skybox. It looks like one of the hallways in like the skyboxes of like a college football stadium.
Oh yeah.
Send me this picture.
I know that's real
Yes,
specific.
There we go. This is a good Distort Bot.
They look like
Where is that Tom? That's Tom Landry. Is it? That's my only
in the
guess.
background?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
I have no idea. No, you know what? They look like N64 characters.
Yeah, designed by Rareware.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. They are Rareware characters.
Oh shit! I have downvotes now.
From
Downvotes.
Almost downvoted your post, bud. I'm sorry.
I don't have downvotes.
It won't happen again.
The podcast has downvotes, but I don't.
I guess it's only a certain level of clout you got to get to.
I mean, it really is. You got the Wang boost, so
I'm dripping in clout. I got that Wang bump, which I can't stop saying, and I kind of
like. It
sucks.
I mean, I kind of love it. I like Wang. I think he's funny.
I haven't really watched any of his stuff, but his retweets are funny. Yeah, I mean, myself included.
Bo, you would love his stuff on YouTube. It's 100% the like. It's the like I think the reason why you would like it is because you were there in the trenches when all of this shit was happening. Because it's a lot of like 4chan and Reddit stuff from about a decade or
awful. I love it.
Oh God, what was that? Live leaks. That's what it was. Some live leak stuff too.
Leak.
Yeah, remember?
Ouch.
Remember? When we were all like, between 11 and 15, and watch people get beheaded, and like now we're just supposed to be okay with.
Yeah, we would fucking go to my friend's place, watch Adult Swim until his parents fell asleep, and then watch live leak videos and pornography on the family computer in the living room. Because that was the time that it was.
I actually didn't, because I've always been a sensitive little boy. There's absolutely no way that I could watch someone get beheaded. But the fact that like people did do that in our in my computer lab at school, I'm like, why would you do
computer lab?
Like, why would you do this? I don't understand that sort of curiosity. I've never been that kind of a person. I was like, I could go the rest of my life without watching someone be beheaded, and I think I'll be okay. I think
that goddamn Bo Burnham song.
Like,
telling you.
Like, at some point, we were all these, like, curious sort of, like,
fucked up little guys.
Yeah, these at least socialized male people. Yeah. And I just never was that kind of a I've always been a sensitive little boy.
What a sweetheart.
I know. I could never do that. I imagine, Charlie, you were never curious about the whole, like, people being beheaded online sort of thing.
No, not really. I mean, like, I've played video games in which people get dismembered. Like,
fatality.
I don't need it to be more real.
Exactly.
What am I what am I preparing myself for here?
Yeah.
The only beheading that I've ever really seen has been in Resident Evil 4.
Yeah,
that's true. That happened
if you fuck up the quick time on the chainsaw guy.
Yeah. It's because you fucking missed that last shot. The Wii version of that is
the last one.
It is the definitive version of it. Everyone play the Wii version of Resident Evil 4.
The Wii version, if you mod Leon to be Hatsune Miku.
Oh, yes.
Like, yeah.
Coming to the metaverse this summer.
Just mod everyone to be Hatsune Miku.
Oof.
Yeah, fucking Leon, the zombies, everybody.
Ashley, still the same.
Ashley, yeah. That little fucking prince guy, but he's like the same scale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
the giant's also the same scale.
Yeah, so the camera just is not working correctly.
Yeah.
You're just looking at nothing. The dog.
Like the front of her skirt.
What is this, like another arm with a microphone blasting forth from her head when you shoot it off?
Yes.
God.
All right.
Okay.
Let's get Capcom on the line.
Like, I never understood the plot of Resident Evil 4, and I played it a lot, like, recently. I don't understand the plot of Resident Evil 4 because Lord Sadler is like, well, now I'm going to take over the world, but first let me turn into this weird spider thing.
That's every Resident Evil bad guy.
They always do that. They always turn into the evil creature thinking it'll give them ultimate power, and then you kill them.
But they just turn into a creature.
No, but let me ask you this. Like, the three of us, if the weird spider man, and by this I mean the man who is a weird spider with
Not
his
Tom Holland.
Yeah, with his man body dangling beneath like 8 legs.
Okay.
And a giant eyeball sticking out. And he went on television and somehow was able to communicate, you're going to follow me now. I am the leader of this new world. Would you do it?
I mean, what are his stances on, like, public transit funding? And
is he pro-union?
Is he pro-labor generally? Even not even just necessarily unions.
Yeah,
I mean, his name is Lord Sadler. So,
yeah, but I'm not hearing anything about like submitting to him. I'm just saying, like, follow him. Like, maybe, like, tell me about you. Tell me about your gross spidery.
Tell me about you.
Tell me a little bit more about your policies on environmentalism, Lord Sadler.
How are you going to solve climate change?
Well,
why is a global pandemic your answer for all solutions?
Well, thank you for asking. He's like a regular guy in a suit at the bottom, like dangling at the bottom of this giant spider.
He just has an
body.
oversized necktie dangling off the edge of the
he's got the giant necktie for the spider head and just a little suit and tie, like a suit jacket, because he's just a torso at this point. Well, thank you for your question. First off, I'd like to It's just boring. Like I think.
I also
with
like
this is your tax. We can reduce emissions.
This is your Obama.
This is how they're going to keep Joe Biden in office for 4 more years.
They give him less plagas.
Yeah. Perfect. God.
All right, I think that's enough of this. Thanks so much, everyone, for listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just pitched you the greatest whitest kids you know episode ever.
Bringing it full circle.
Yep. That was a good show.
Was it good?
Yeah.
I'm having one of those days where my brain is saying in the background, are we funny? Is this funny?
One of those days. Well, to answer your question, I am not funny. You two are.
Every time I listen back, I'm like, hey, we're pretty funny. Good for us.
Good for
there
us.
You go.
Also, I just want you to know, when I went to get high earlier, I walked out into the living room after having taken these headphones off, and you two were just yelling in my living room. Because Jack is listening to one of the episodes. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Somebody likes us.
I know. I'm just saying, like, what if, like, the two people who patted me on my head and said, you're really funny, weren't, like, someone, like, people who have a vested interest in loving me? People who just, like, yeah, what if it wasn't, like, you know, like my mom and my partner or something?
What if
other people said I was funny?
Hey, I mean, my mom shows up to all my amateur wrestling matches, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Or no, sorry, not amateur. Indie.
Yeah,
sorry.
A little bit different.
All right, let's close out this fucking episode.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we already had.
No, we gotta read off everyone.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, well.
Oh, good. We're gonna leave that shit in. All right.
Yeah. Well, shout out to you all who are listening, especially Nicole, Pizza Pos, Comrade Comedica, Alan, Cody, Kira, Jen, Knightley, Andrew, Conduit of Existential Dread of Fatherhood itself, DeJulian, Julia, Dylan, Samantha, Caleb, Jack, Frubes, Lizzie, the brilliant Dr. Fly, Alex, Olive, Lotion Wizard, Jorge, Dr. Sophia, Tyler, Malwin, Eli, Rufus, not a mole rat, Ryan, Tim, Undead Comrade, Scott, and the Warlock Phosphoros. You all help make the show possible. So thanks so much.
Fuck yeah,
leave comments because
super cool.
We love them. They're very funny.
I need to, like, actually set aside time at least once a week to look at the Patreon and reply to people so that it doesn't say, like, 3W on all of their comments. Oops.
Sorry about that, but also thanks.
We're dumb.
Oh, also,
you know this.
I guess
the easiest way to reach me is to DM Bo.
And trust me, they are open.
One of the easier ways to reach us soon will be our website, which will be launching kind of soon.
It's basically done. Y'all need to write a bio for a headshots page and give me whatever picture you want to be your headshot.
All right, no problem. That'll be coming soon.
I don't know. You can give me a Sanic or something. I don't give a shit.
That'll take me like 3 weeks to find a photo of myself that I don't hate.
Oh, yeah,
sure. Let's do it.
Why don't you do one with like the face swap to have like hot makeup or something?
Yeah, get yassified.
I will commission myself as a very tired primitive primate.
Oh my god!
Yeah, there you go. That would be awesome.
I'm just gonna steal someone's bored ape.
I'm gonna give you $3 million of internet funny money. Draw me a monkey smoking a blunt. Thanks.
All right, folks. Thanks so much. Bye.
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 Okay.
Yeah, I think that was very fun.
Okay. Yeah.